It's like you're scared of the boogeyman, and they're like, "Oh, he's just not real. Who cares?"
No.
Or you meet him and he's actually a pretty swell dude.
Right? It's like this could be great.
Welcome back to the adventure. I'm Emma Quinn, and I'm the Game Master facilitating the world.
Hello, I'm Damek, and I am playing Samuel.
Hi, I'm Dabbles, and I'm playing Bata, the bear barbarian. He comes from the lands up north, and he is exploring worlds outside of his homeland.
I am Pony. I will be playing Therrin the Sergal, who has a lust for adventure and is definitely not a rogue.
I'm Hawk. I'm playing Arden, a talented and brilliant mage coming from the capital of Atlas.
So I believe we were making our way towards this warehouse.
Yeah.
Yes. Now, who is making the... Is it everybody doing it?
How many carts, how many crates do we have?
You've got the 2 carts worth of stuff.
Oh, I do?
Carrying at the same time,
So
and Alice on his shoulders.
I'm a very strong bear.
Are
Yes.
we just taking the wagon?
I figured we were just going to take the wagons.
People-
Meunice is going to say, let's just take the wagons.
Oh,
That way you don't have to haul those back and forth and leave our customer waiting for
I
the...
put them back in the wagon.
And from what I remember, they were all consolidated into Meunice's wagon for safekeeping and also because Theodore isn't there anymore.
Who drove Meunice's wagon to the festival?
Meunice?
Meunice?
That is the assumption.
Okay.
The assumption. But we've already seen what he can do with certain spells.
Well, Mr.
He
Meunice...
just started boiling their skin. He's like, better go.
I guess we'll just follow you down these 4 blocks.
Come on, boogaloos.
Would you take care of the carriage? Drive it?
Carmen,
Oh! Yes, I'm awake. And I can drive.
please.
That's an odd statement, ma'am, but please do.
Okay.
Can Sam roll his spot check?
Yes.
Hell yeah! I got a 20 on ride.
Awesome.
Okay. Sam did a 22 on spot to find a certain alchemist hut that sells certain potions.
That's ambiguous.
What?
Because Sam knows that there are people here at the festival that do not want to become fungus men.
Fortunately, you don't see one, but you do notice that the buildings themselves give off light in the dark. Nice blue, green, like warm light. Instead of, say, lampposts.
Okay.
What time of day is it anyways?
You would be arriving somewhere where it's getting dark.
Dusk.
Yeah, dusk. So as it becomes darker, the mushrooms start to provide light for the community and the festival.
Well, yeehaw, bugaloos.
Well,
Let's go.
if he can't find any
What's wrong, Sam?
alchemists, then Sam will just follow the other people then.
Okay.
So is Sam just looking around nervously? Just
Not nervously. Just like, is one here? No.
We're not going to share a reflection with anyone?
Sam, what's wrong?
Is everyone just like watching? Like, what are you doing?
Oh, no, I'm just saying, are you actually keeping this problem to yourself or are you saying anything?
I'm noticing that he's looking around, and I'm going, Sam, what's wrong?
Sam says to Bata, nothing yet. It's
Oh.
just we could get some potions to
Right.
help fight off the spores.
slap. We have potions. Oh, those.
To fight off fungal spores and fungal infections.
Well, Miss-
What happens if what? Why would we need that?
okay, well, Mr. Sam, let's drop this off. Can
Yes.
you drive?
I was
The
just
wagon?
looking around. Yes. Let's go.
Okay. As you pull up to where Meunice has decided to stop, the walls of this circular mushroom tower contort and then open like a great big door. And he goes on through.
Oh.
Is there a loud creak, or is it like a squishy sound?
It's like a squishy sound.
I just think it's terrifying.
I am amazed by this architecture. Lots of oohs and ahs.
There's a lot of ooze, apparently. The slurping noise of the door opening.
So did we stopped at the place, right?
Yeah. Just come on in.
Spot check, and I basically gouge my eye out.
You start looking around and then your head...
So,
Okay,
so
you
what
said a one.
happens
It's a 2.
is the light of the setting sun dances off of your spiky boots and blinds you.
I'm just like, oh, wait, what's this going? Ooh. Ching, 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 ching. Yeah, I just.
Just wiggling your toe, your feet.
I'm Buddy McPherson.
Stab yourself.
These are canon.
Now you named your boots.
Only one.
Her
Only
boot-
one's canon.
Hey,
her
you
boot
should
knife.
start talking to it, see if it's intelligent.
So,
Oh, besides, that's only a weapon.
we go in.
All right. There is a group of people in, I'd say, ritualistic garbs, and they are waiting in line for Meunice, and he's going to pop off. Oh, he's not going to pop off. He's going to open the door in the back of the cart and step out, plop himself down on the ground, and march over.
Can I make knowledge religion to identify who these rogue figures may be?
Yes. Totally not a cult. These are people who are dressed in ancient garbs of the fungus people. This is like traditional. This would be the equivalent of Bata's really, really old history type of.
Except probably to the fungal folk instead of...
Yeah, the equivalent. And based on what can be gleaned from their the runes on their robes, they have written spells on themselves.
Red
Not-
wizards.
Not that they're active, but each robe seems to have enough content for you to discern a spell from it.
Unsettling.
And one of them approaches and starts talking with Meunice. They are chatting, and they bring have their I should describe these people a little more. They're in robes. As they extend their arm, there's this tough hide, much like the building you're in, with 8 fingers and 2 large thumbs, and it's gonna wave over to its fellows, and they're gonna bring out a large hunk of metal, of golden metal. And Meunice is going to jump up and down a little bit and clap his hands excitedly, and then shake a little, and he's going to wave over to all of you and then motion to start bringing the boxes.
I do that.
Arden will watch cautiously from the carriage door.
I go to Meunice's wagon and I grab the crates and I bring them out to Meunice.
Therrin will follow Bata.
Are you
And-
helping?
You offered me a box, I will take it.
I wiggle the boxes towards Therrin.
Therrin takes one.
Yay! She's up.
I'm going to also ask that Zos stay in the wagon with me.
But they look interesting.
They look dangerous.
They're big as Bata.
Exactly.
Some of them look twice as big.
Yeah.
They have those really big heads that look like a tent.
You're not up in matters, kid.
They do. And that's why we're going to stay in here, and if they need backup, we'll give it to them.
Are you telling me to be scared of the mushroom heads?
No, I'm telling you to be ready in case something happens.
Well, Bata and Therrin approach.
Okay. He's gonna get in a stance. Start practicing.
Great.
Kids way too eager.
The whole party, all simultaneously,
Put
face
ideas
palms, by
in
the
his
way.
head.
Like, why did you do this to him? But I did not see this. We're walking over.
We're walking over.
Sam will go to Meunice as the courier representative.
Thank you. I'm so glad you're here. This is a successful mission. Look at the amount of gold. Oh, the things I can do with that money.
Do I look at the amount of gold?
It is about the size of Bata curled up.
Wait, that's a big lump of
Yeah, it's
gold.
a big lump of
It's
gold.
just sitting on the floor.
Yeah,
It's just one big ore.
Yep.
That's your payment?
Yes.
Does your rod start going?
I was going to say, pull up the dowsing rod. Hey, what if it's a hunk of metal nearby?
I put down the case. I assume we're right there with them.
Yeah.
Yes. And I look at Bata. I'm like,
I like lift the case up to the mushroom men that
They start taking them.
Okay. And I head back to the wagon.
You are there present to hear them talk to Meunice.
Okay.
The way it talks, it's contorting where you might expect a mouth to be on a humanoid person, forcing open a passage so that it can form words. I'm so pleased. Please stay for at least the evening to enjoy the festival, courier and your courier allies. We no longer need to provide robes for the visitors. It was very labor intensive and detracted from the preparations of the festival.
Thank you very much, kind mushroom man. I will have to confer with my allies as I believe we wish to get underway on our own journey.
I see. Where are you headed, if you don't mind me asking?
Sam turns and looks at the folk behind him.
oh, I'm sitting on the big lump of gold.
You're sitting on it.
I'm still there.
So can they hear it?
She can.
Sam like shrugs it like there. Do we tell him like?
Just the slightest of like, no,
This is
a
Sam
little bit of a nod.
Sam turns back to the
Nothing
mushroom
audible.
guy and it's just like, well, we kind of just had a bit of an expedition out to the swamp, just a little adventure. Gonna be collecting some materials and things. Is your rod visible? I meant your metal divining rod
It's metal?
Yeah, I guess it would be.
visible.
It would probably most likely be at his hip.
I would say the thing is probably 3 feet tall.
That's a very unusually large rod, but
That's why for you I said it was a quarterstaff.
It's a staff for So Sam's gonna turn back to Mushroom Man, just be like, yeah, we're gonna go out on an expedition to find some more valuable materials like this thing on the big old chunk of gold.
Make your bluff check.
Yeah.
18 cents motive.
Jeez, it was a 17 on the bluff.
Are you going to try to steal the large eggs of the great squealing bird?
Sam looks confused and has no idea what that means, and is like, no, pretty sure no. We're just gonna go out to find some herbs and nettles and stuff.
Metals. Those are rare in the swamp.
Why we brought our favorite metal finding rod, and like points at Arden and his massive hip.
Arden has no idea. Everyone's just like,
I don't think I can hear the
Yes.
conversation.
Fort, stay far from the great black tooth.
The great black tooth.
Stay far from the great black tooth.
Okay, yeah, that's thank you very much for your advice. Great mushroom
It is populated.
populated. Sam furrows his brow again. It's like, well, let us confer, and we will let you know.
I sense motive. I look at my shoe again. I
What is the other shoe thinking about the other? They have some squabbling. Is it time to strike back?
no, they just start talking like, I don't like this girl.
While she's sitting on the pile of gold.
So she's a gold circle sitting on a pile of gold.
I look amazing.
Meunice, do you have any objections to discussing things for a minute?
It would only be fair to honor their request and leave in the dark.
Does he like whisper that at
Yes.
that last part?
Meunice is going to whisper that last part.
Okay, and it's like, well, all right, I guess we can partake in the festival a little bit.
Did the mushroom man leave?
No, he didn't leave. He's still leaning over them.
Oh, okay.
Transaction completed.
Therrin leans forward. So this thing's yours now, Meunice, and slaps the gold thing under her butt.
Yes, that is mine. You may polish it for me if you desire.
That does not mean you rub your ass in it, by the way.
What?
Huh?
You're not here. How are you gonna move this?
I'm glad you asked. He's going to start chanting, and he's going to reach out toward the huge metal object, and he's going to start to lift it.
She's on it still, right?
He doesn't do a good job of balancing it, though, so that's up to you.
No, I get off of it.
You don't want to stand on it while it's tumbling and be like,
That's a very heavy thing. That if I ended up on the wrong side of that, I don't have to roll. It's just like
No, you just-
it's sort of like whoa.
Yeah, you're just getting off. And he's going to carry it over to the cart and place it inside, breaking the back door.
what, his cart or my cart?
His cart.
Okay.
Should break the cart too.
He's going to lodge it in there. It'll be stuck.
hey, so Meunice,
Yes.
we were kind of promised a cut, if it were, upon delivery of your paint.
How much was that? He says with this giant golden rock behind him, looming over you.
Sam says, well, I wasn't given a number, just that the details would be finalized.
I would say that what you've gathered from that small water spider community was very generous.
At first I had no idea what you're talking about, but okay, yeah. So the water spider strip.
Yes.
Okay.
You think you deserve more for your efforts?
It's like, well, now that you bring it up, I guess you did pay for all of that.
I want to do an appraise check on that lump of gold.
Okay.
Wait. I am just as dumb as a fucking rock.
Well, golly, that's worth a lot of money.
6.
I too will appraise check.
So for you, that's enough money to get your mom interested. In the money, not in him. Money.
There you go.
Sam got 21 on appraise.
And as for you,
Well, she is single now.
yeah, she can marry into more power now.
There's just a dagger thrown into the cart real quick. It's like, hey, just
It's sitting at somewhere between 4,000 and 12,000 gold pieces in value.
For the whole thing.
Yeah.
Oh, 4,000? That's it?
To 12,000.
Oh.
Well, Meunice, you see, we kind of had to fight really nasty, terrible monsters just to keep this thing safe for you. Just like not asking for much, just some actual cash.
All right. He goes.
No, I don't even have to roll.
No, yeah, it's really reasonable. If you want to, go for it.
It's not a bluff because we did
It's
fight.
diplomacy.
15,
All right.
just like last time.
Do you still have those sacks that you were going through earlier?
That we purchased in Watertown?
Yes.
I have no memory of this.
You kept throwing things out of them.
Oh, the spell component pouches. Yeah, I
If you
have.
bring me 6 of those, I'll put some gold in them for you.
Okay, all right. So Sam takes all of the random assortment of spell focuses and components, puts them all in one bag, and hands the rest to Meunice.
All right. He's gonna put 50 gold in each bag.
Do we just sit there and watch him
How
do
many
that
bags
awkwardly?
exactly?
Well, you had 10, so he's
Okay.
gonna fill 9 of them since you put it all in one.
Okay, so that's 450 total.
Yeah.
Okay, so Therrin's here and Bata's here. Turn and look at them. All right. Thank you so much, Meunice. Thank you.
Let's cut Arden out of this.
Arden can see you.
Look, thank you so much, Meunice. I'm so glad our business worked out. We were, truth be told, a little worried about these business dealings.
Ah, it's fine. I might try to use you again in the future.
Other than the word use, I would be willing to
Acquire your services.
deliver.
Why can't he just say employ?
would be perfectly willing to deliver for you again. Thank you very much, Mr. Meunice.
Inquires personhood.
So I take the sacks of gold
Uh-huh.
and take them to our cart, our filthy, disheveled, whole-filled cart.
Whoa, it's our cart, though.
I know it's got kept
You can probably buy another one with all this money.
Fair point.
at this time in the festival.
Not
Oh,
right
not
now.
here.
Yeah, exactly.
Well,
so
How are we gonna split this up,
we have
guys?
9 sacks of 50 gold apiece. Do I do like a praise that he filled them right?
Yeah, you could. He filled them 50 gold each.
Okay.
And he used those little gold bars to equate it.
So there's little gold bars or there's actual gold
little
pieces?
gold bars.
Okay.
And they have little dividers on them so you can chop off a piece of them to...
So you're literally making them gold Kit Kats.
yes, they're
Oh,
golden
God.
Kit Kats.
You're gonna share them.
Well, we have something that apparently equates to 50 gold in each of these bags.
I'm gonna speak a little quietly. Hopefully, Sauce is not in our little. I'm assuming we're all like standing around the money,
Right.
like, splitting up our gold. Do you guys want to give some money to Zos
I
in these sacks?
Would assume we should, considering how he saved.
Right.
It makes the split easier.
It does. What do you think is? I mean, he almost deserves half of it. He saved our bacon there.
So 2 for each of us and 1 for Zaus.
Well, I just don't know like what's reasonable, what's responsible to give a kid. He could go out and buy like poison and drink it.
I don't think we should give him just money to go out and buy stuff. It probably should just sit with Mr. Renshaw and had to be added to the pile that Mama Noms gave us to take care of.
That's fair.
Okay. So set aside 1 for Zaus and then 2 for each of the rest of them.
Well, should we leave?
I think I'm done here.
Meunice is on his way out now. The door is going...
Yeah, let's
Like, is he walking out or carting out?
He's carting out. He's
Is he on the front?
He's in the back.
Is he visible?
Yeah.
So hey Meunice, real quick.
Uh-huh.
Is he doing this? Is he gonna stop or is he just gonna?
He's waving at you. What's up?
Do you have any? Do you happen to have any or know where to get any of the mushroom men still around?
They're going off their way.
Are they within earshot?
Probably not at this point.
Okay, it's like so. Okay, Meunice, do you have any like that spore resistance potion stuff?
They sell it all over the place. You should be able to find it. He's just
All
gonna lie
right.
down next to his giant gold nugget as his cart moves away.
All right, thanks, Meunice.
Wait, he's making his cart move magically.
Probably.
Or he has an elemental strapped to the front.
Well,
An elemental of.
Phantom Steed or something like that. I think it's called.
There's a few spells you could use.
Yeah.
So he's taking the money and Theodore's cart.
Yup.
All right, well.
Alright, can we get out of this place now?
Yeah, are these
All right.
spores
GM.
everywhere, or is it just
It's
like?
a musky place.
But
musky.
like, if we leave town, are these spores going to? You seem to be worried about the spores, Sam.
Just a little. We should take precautions.
I guess we're driving out. I look at the festival. What does the festival look like?
So there's going to be like communal meditation and other things the farther you get into the city. So you have a radius where the farther out you are, the more crazy people are. And as you get closer in, they're chiller and they're more like cuddle piles and stuff like that.
Okay.
And then there are people who are actively like trying to get as many spores as they can into their bodies.
Okay, so did we have any business to do here, or should we leave?
We should try and find some spore potion, unless you'd like to, as you put it, join the hive mind eventually.
Yes, this can also be altered alleviated by just leaving. We're not exposed to the spores continually. They'll die off on their own, assuming that you have an immune system.
As far as I remember, but the spores kind of permeate the whole northern area of the swamp. It's kind of it's in season,
We've been
if you want to put it that way.
having these in us for the last few, like a day or so already.
I guess.
It's hard to say. Most aren't visible.
Do we need to make a geography check to just know if all of this is just all mushrooms and spores?
Yeah.
Guess we could all do that.
Oh, but you know what? Geography, that's 9, so it's a 16.
12.
15.
Just go with their rules.
You probably have been breathing this in ever since you got on the boat.
Oh,
So not all of them are visible.
Oh,
Just the really big ones.
we've just been close enough to see them. How delightful. So yes, I guess we should probably inoculate ourselves before leaving.
Yes, it would be wise. So, spot check for...
Okay.
Yes?
Yeah, go for it.
17?
That was like last time.
Well, let's just, I guess, walk around a little bit. I mean, is there something that looks like shops?
Yeah. There's tons of shops.
Let's just-
and tents up
let's just-
offering weird stuff.
Let's just walk along these shops and see what we find until we
Alright.
find the potion that we need.
Alright.
Do we have to choose like what part of the circle we go into? Outer, middle, or center?
I think we're on the outer right now.
You're nearer to the center.
Oh,
You're
okay.
actually where there are buildings and stuff.
Cuddle piles, okay.
There only wants to cuddle yourself. Don't be silly.
no, if anybody wants to cuddle me, that's fine.
Oh, because it's you getting cuddled.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So we're not quite that narcissistic.
How long have we been here?
An hour.
Now they're all worried about it.
I just remembered right now.
So-
Are we taking the cart with
Oh.
us? Are we taking the cart with us,
I assume
gentlemen?
You're not leaving it in the warehouse.
Okay, then
Someone has to drive it.
I guess Bata has reminded me that I'm not going to look this amazing for too much longer. I should probably just ride inside the cart while you
Or-
guys look for this
I guess.
potion shop. What do you guys say?
Sam guesses he will drive.
You're a second level bard, right? So you got pulse hours.
Oh, I thought we all decided it was 1 hour.
Isn't it an hour per level?
Just as 1 hour on the sheet.
Oh,
That is
it's
one
just
of
a
those.
flat 1 hour.
Yeah.
Oh, 0 level spells. That's right. Yep, never mind.
Goodbye, beautiful me.
Oh,
And back to black and white.
oh, Therrin, you look so drab.
Pardon.
That is
Um,
uncomfortable.
Are the roads between the shops big enough for the wagon to like slowly?
They're 3 lanes wide.
Yes, it probably wouldn't be a trouble for the wagon to like slowly follow us as we go visit store per store. Okay, so we're not gonna be like splitting up.
Okay.
But we do have to...
No, we're not splitting up.
13 on ride. 12 on ride.
Cool. Does everyone make a spot check?
Everyone?
No, Arden's staying in the wagon.
17.
Oh.
16.
19.
Okay. So the 3 of you notice someone on the very back of the caravan climb up and start to try and shove a letter underneath your door.
Well, okay, being in the wagon, I just look at the letter being jammed under the door.
It says to Therrin, and it's got immaculate cursive. It's almost like an art form.
I guess Bata would be outside because he's going to the shops, and he goes, "Oh, hello, friend.
Hello!
How do you do?"
I do quite fine, he says. He's going to do a bow while on the back of your cart and it's moving.
Oh, do you have a letter for us?
Are you outside of the cart?
Yeah.
Ask him what's he doing here.
What are you doing here, sir?
He's going to knock a few times on the door. Therrin! It's been so long!
I don't know what you're talking about.
Well, you're a friend.
Yes.
Okay,
I taught her much.
Her name is Carmen right now.
Carmen.
You're so bad at this.
Is she on the run again?
uh,
He says in a public space.
Bata just laughs. Well, I guess you do. You are her friend, obviously. Yes.
I had a letter to deliver to her from her mother. That sounds about the right response. This must be her.
I guess Arden hands Theron the letter.
I open the letter and read it.
Well, it doesn't really let you read it. When you open it up, it starts moving like a mouth, and it's going to start screaming at you. Give me back the chair, you insufferable wench! And goes on about how your disappointment as a daughter, she had like an essay ready when she made this.
Do you want me to just spell that for you?
Yes, please.
It's like loud and like drawing a crowd. Like
It's in the wagon.
Intimidate check. Therrin, please roll a d20. 23
4.
for her. And what'd you get?
4.
So your subconscious mind is not reacting well to this. You're going to get a -2 on everything you're going to do for a while.
Oh, she feels like a little kid again.
That thing a parent can sometimes do to you.
Yeah.
She tore me down.
She did.
When it is dispelled, I imagine that's what you're about to...
Well, I mean, once I got to go ahead and dispel it.
I mean, you could just wait for it to keep tearing into her if you're
No.
enjoying that.
No.
He's sitting right next to it too.
What
Listening
happens
to-
when it gets dispelled?
Well, it'll just flop down and you can read it.
It's paper?
Yeah.
Oh, I just pick it up and tear it up.
No.
With tears in my eyes.
Sounds like she wants that thing back. She wants her rock.
She wants a lot of things.
I was told I was supposed to get that from you.
Well, you're gonna really work at that there. I
Well-
don't know exactly who you are, but
Are y'all just like inside
the line to bring Therrin to justice starts behind me.
I think we're pretty much going to be hitting our way there pretty soon, so we'll get there.
And you are?
I'm Bata. I'm just a friend of Therrin's,
Friend. Just a friend?
regrettably.
I'm so sorry she turned you down. She's not really someone who invests in others that much.
Bata does laugh.
But this guy's got you pegged. Whoever this nondescript person is that we are talking to
Because aren't you two still on the
doesn't have an
wagon
appearance.
with the
No.
door closed?
No, I'm afraid I'm attached to Therrin
So-
because I'm
Just do a spot check. I want to know what this fucking thing looks like.
I'm helping her.
We already
return.
spotted him. We just don't know what he looks like for some reason.
I want more of a description on this man.
But we got into the talking.
Yes.
Go ahead and make a spot check. He's a very suave gentleman with a top hat.
I don't even know what they
Sam feels threatened from the front of the cart.
9.
Okay. So his talking really was keeping you from paying attention to him.
Rustles his bow
Oh,
tie.
I like suave people.
He has a nice rapier and an epee. He's got tight pants, really high boots. He's got a bit of a hat.
What's his name? Robin.
No.
It sounds like a male iteration of Therrin.
What's your name, sir?
Reginald.
Well, nice to meet you, Reginald. No, I'm afraid I'm attached to Therrin because I am helping her return the tear.
Oh, lucky day. Hand it over.
Um,
You look stressed. Did you lose it or damage it?
no,
Those would be unforgivable.
that's no. Look, it's still in one shape.
One shape.
In one piece. Okay, yeah, it's all in one piece.
So why can't you just hand it over and make this easy on all of us?
Therrin,
Is everyone still walking with the cart moving?
Oh, he's standing on the back of the cart keeping his balance.
Oh, okay.
Mr. Reginald, could you just go into the wagon and talk to Therrin?
I haven't been invited yet. I've come all this way.
Carmen, let him in.
He knows me better than anybody. Come on in.
All right. Bata is gonna carry sauce on his shoulders and gonna go to the shops.
And Arden's
Yeah.
gonna cast Mage Armor.
I appreciate your concern. I'll take it as a compliment.
I don't need any of your fluff and frill. Get to the point.
Aren't you an adorable wee man?
Oh, you must be friends with Abigail.
No, she was a terrible student. Therrin was the good one.
Reg,
Everyone chuckles.
why are you working or doing anything or even mentioning my mother in a good light at all?
Money.
Money is very important. It allows me to keep my standards of living up. But he's going to say as he takes off his cap and pulls out a little teddy bear. Puts it on. He's going to rip its head off. And there's going to be a little sizzle of energy and he's going to toss it aside. Infiltration, my dear.
Bata rubs his neck while he's at the store for some reason.
You're infiltrating my mother and her power structure?
I was always a part of it. Ever since I started training you, she kept her eyes on me.
I don't think you know what you're getting into.
I have an idea. As soon as I tore up that little bear, I'm her enemy. That was how she's keeping tabs on me. Not this far, she doesn't have the ability to. And I wouldn't have been able to go out this far without some form of approval. And she's been trying to keep a very close eye on you. So she sent someone who could defeat you in combat and take the tier. But she's not doing very good back at home.
Yeah, I don't care. So what are you really here for then?
To relieve you of a burden. You probably have a week or two before she can get her claws back on you now. I have a week or two before she tries to get me.
Well, I don't think we're going to... If you still want this, the tier, like, you've got another thing coming.
Well, you seem to have surrounded yourself with very potentially capable people. I certainly would. You would prove a formidable foe with the help of all of your friends.
You don't need to be our foe. You can
Exactly.
help us, but we're doing this. We're helping him. And gestures to Arden. We are going to do this.
Who are you, Mr. Arden?
I'm sorry. And who are you exactly?
I am Therrin's former instructor
Okay, so
in the sword
and
language of blades.
I could be mistaken here, but you seem to be more than that, judging by your demeanor.
I've led a successful life. I don't see why I should hide that.
I'm a member of the Order on field research, researching the orbs or dragons tier, as you more religious people refer to them, so that we can potentially figure out how to put the one back in Rogueport without destroying the city.
You're a strange one.
Says the man in tights.
She's in tights.
Yeah, what the heck?
Men in
Have
tights
you
are...
seen? Look at her boots.
They're glorious.
I know, right?
Men in tights
Can you
boots.
imagine what I could do with these things?
Yes, I can.
I know, oh my
And they
god!
wouldn't even expect it unless they were smart enough to, but then you just make them feel intimidated
Ladies,
the whole time
ladies.
you're talking.
It's like there's two of them. We
So-
have two now.
We want. I want to see that Therrin does the right thing here, but there is a great danger associated with this being outside of the spire and potentially letting its guardian return it itself. And I tried explaining that to Abigail, but she seems to have her head too far up her ass to listen to anyone. And I could waste the breath on you doing the same thing, but let me keep this short. You will not take the dragon's tear from Therrin. We will go to the spire. We will figure out how this device works and return it ourselves.
And what will you do after that?
Me? Well, I will write my book and complete my research and go back to my life in Atlas, if I still have one at this point, and hopefully never see Therrin or any of this ever again, and I can just live my life in peace. But you know what? Judging by that idiotic look on your face and the overbearing presence of Therin's mother, I doubt it. I doubt I may even live that long. Hell, you may even be here to kill me for all I care.
Therrin puts a paw on Arden. You are misinterpreting Reg, unless you have done something really stupid, Reg.
Not that I'm aware of.
Okay.
The man has a threatening tone.
Forgive me if you're intimidated by other men.
Therrin puts a paw on Arden again.
Yeah.
Reg, this...
Yes.
My compatriot doesn't respond well to that sort of talk. It's almost like shop talk. But you're not threatening us, right?
No.
Okay.
I
See,
don't want your tear. I'm fully aware of what might happen to me if I had it.
Right. I think you actually don't know the full extent.
It could be worse.
They're cursed for a reason.
Oh, yeah, the curse.
No,
The
the
curse
curse
is-
is no joke.
The curse is about 20 feet tall with several eyes, teeth, and claws.
That happened.
Would you like to show him the scars on your head?
You wouldn't have been proud of me. It's very powerful. It's not like an average foe. Like it's not like when we were training. It's we only got away by just sheer luck. Yes, like sheer luck of getting that potion and then you barely surviving it.
I did everything in my power to keep you alive, and we were successful both times, actually.
Sounds like it was closer and a little more than luck, Therrin. Sounds like you've gotten better.
Well, I'm not dead yet.
That makes me proud. Your willingness to put yourself in harm's way always concerned me.
You're not alone.
Reg, I think you've made a grave error in doing all of this. You should stay as far away from my mother and any part of her network. I tried to take her down from the inside, and I may have hurt them, but it's just creates more ill.
The only thing I'm truly concerned about at this point are her connections to the Order.
I mean, I'm sure they have trade deals.
She has been using rather potent magic against you that I seriously doubt a mercantile baroness would be able to do herself.
Oh, that's true.
She's married lesser parts of your family into members of that Order.
That doesn't surprise me one bit.
Instructors. People who are unassuming, but potent.
Well, you should stop. You should stop. You should run. There's kind of no way to get away from her. I would be on the other side of the cross if I wasn't helping these guys.
There is one safe place from her.
Where's that?
Well, Your friend outside knows where it is.
Oh,
That's where I'm going to be heading.
is that actually safe from her?
Safer than anywhere else.
That's fair.
How is it safer? And
Because they act like a whole community, and when something does pose a threat, they strike back with at least double the force. They ensure that no matter what harm you give them, they'll make it not worth your while. They don't negotiate with her, and that's where she thrives.
God, I don't know what that area is called. Hey, Bata.
I was out shopping.
Oh, so no response.
Well, I guess during this time on the fourth shop, we finally found some potions. So,
Yes, they're 50 gold apiece.
well, Bata's
Hey.
not the one that carries all the money, but at
Luckily, we
least
got these 50 gold piece pouches.
Bata's at the store right now.
Did you not keep the money on you?
But Sam was following you with the cart.
That's right.
Goes
But
to the store.
well, how many?
Money. And goes back
Money.
and grabs.
How many? How many do we need? Just
You use
I
currency.
think we only need 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 25. I can buy the 5. Okay, I'll buy the 5.
Okay, you get 5. They've got like 100 in there.
Jesus.
They're all stocked up for everybody who doesn't want.
That's 50 each.
Yep.
That's 250.
Yep.
Somehow.
So, you plan to escape to the tribal lands.
Yes. And live out the rest of my life not hunted by a power mad woman.
They seem like nice people from what I've seen. Though
Heard
I kept...
mixed reviews.
We should pull up the Steam page for Bismutum.
What does Yelp think of?
I guess I come back to hear that. Hey, I'm sorry, you're escaping to where now?
To your homeland, sir.
Do you have a repertoire with us?
No.
rapport.
Do you have a rapport with us?
No, I do not. And I intend to scale the mountains.
Well,
Sam laughs.
good luck with
As an
that.
act of prowess.
Good luck with that, sir.
Sam laughed, and that was it.
I can only assume he has never seen the mountains, so...
It's good to see you, Therrin. Is there anything interesting that's happened? I heard you turned him down.
Is the wedding gown visible out of her pack?
I just starts the wedding gown out of her backpack. It was terrible.
Yeah, lots happened, Reg. That sounds a lot of like it's happened to you.
Oh, quite a lot. I was taken back out of retirement. The old gang got together and, well, they didn't take my advice. Yeah, your mother got her hands on him, so they got hung in the town square.
Oh,
She went all the way to Atlas for that.
wow. Well, kind of serves them right. She says. Therrin says through gritted teeth.
Let's see, anything else interesting? I took on a few new students. They just don't have what you had.
Therrin nods knowingly, like yeah.
And what is the state of Roqueport? Or is it still very
What?
tumultuous?
It is, but that's because your mother's resisting the other families on her territory so rigorously. I think she sleeps 2 hours a day now. She's been using magic to remain active.
So all the other families are finally making their moves. That's right. Forgot about that.
They're breaking even with her.
So far.
No, it's more than she usually lets go. She usually doesn't even go for even.
No, she's fighting the other 3 families with everything she can. And
That's
they're
probably why she hasn't found me yet.
She's busy.
Is this a Godfather style situation here? Like,
There's an upset of power.
Yeah.
There's a perceived power vacuum because your father's dead. They think that the brains of the family has been taken care of. Your father was not the brains. He wasn't anywhere near vicious enough. Very kind man. I appreciated him. He helped get you out of your mom's grasp.
Yeah.
He was weak. At any rate, they've revealed a bunch of their plans to try and take her down, and she was ready for them.
What does that mean?
It means I don't know who's going to be the last house standing back in Roqueport. It's possible there'll only be one house in charge at the end. And it could be your mother.
Well,
She's kidnapping people's kids. She's burning people alive in their vacation homes.
oh, and you found this out after infiltrating.
Yes.
Well,
If there's any time to disappear, now is it, when her attention is elsewhere.
Well, we're definitely gonna go disappear for a little bit, and then,
Well, if you're feeling particularly daring, Mr. Reginald, even join us for the spire.
I think I won't. She's already going to be looking for both of us. If she has to look in 2 different directions, it's more likely she won't find us. She's fully aware of what my equipment looks like. She has a lock of my hair.
Why did you give that to her?
It wasn't optional.
she tends to take what she wants.
If I'm far enough away, then the magic she's using won't be able to reach me. And the mountains surrounding your homeland, Mr. Bata, have some protective qualities and prevent such magics from fully piercing that veil. And I'm going to use every opportunity I have.
Well,
Every advantage.
I am not as skilled a caster as others of the order, but there are spells that exist that could mask your presence significantly.
That's true, but unfortunately those are traditionally cast by the same people who are casting the spells to find me. And those people are normally in the employ of very dangerous, scary people like Therrin's mother.
I have no interest in finding you.
What I'm saying is, I don't think I can afford to have someone give me something like that. I could buy a cottage. I can't buy that.
I wonder how good Meunice's tab is.
Meunice?
Yes, a particularly flamboyant pyromaniac, very detestable person. A shining example of many things wrong with the order.
Quite Therrin. Some of the things that happened with the old gang occurred badly, and part of it was because of some things he made.
He?
He, Meunice. He
Oh.
inscribes his name on some of the objects he creates for a profit.
And what exactly did he make?
The Wand of Fireballs.
That sounds accurate.
If you ever deal with him again, please use the utmost caution.
Oh, don't worry. Once we leave this
He's-
terrible festival, I hope to never make contact with that idiot again.
That sounds best. He doesn't get his own hands dirty very often, from what I've heard through the grapevine, but he does enable others to do so.
So he inscribes stuff onto things?
Mm-hmm. He fuses a small portion of his own soul into the objects he creates to seal the magic inside, and he's done a lot of this.
Could he have done that to any of our stuff?
You would have likely noticed it's a very lengthy process from what I've been told.
You know what? Since the conversation is coming up, I'm just gonna pull up the old divining rod and keep an eye out for any large lumps of metal that may float our direction.
Feels like there's a lot of little bits all over the place.
That's fine. Just looking for the big one.
Okay, well, he seemed okay with us. Well, you didn't like him, Arden, but,
You weren't there for his delightful speech about how he immolated a man from the inside out.
well, I mean,
That's not something you take casually.
Sam, do you think the 5 potions is going to be enough for the trip, or do we need more?
This just happens outside randomly.
Yes.
just randomly in the middle of the conversation. Sam, how do things go? It's like, well, we should probably double down on that just in case we're here longer than we plan to be.
All right, come with me.
Okay, so we stop the cart. Sam has to stick his head into the cart and be like, we need a little bit more gold for these potions.
Okay. How much?
I think it's 50 each, right?
It's 50
Bob?
each.
Arden taps his foot on the compartment that had the fat sack of cash in it.
Mm-hmm.
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 Okay, let me be less subtle. The money's right there. Take it.
I'm
That's
sticking
Therrin's money.
my head in from outside on the driver's seat.
Oh, you were
Renshaw.
driving.
Bata's outside.
Oh,
Like,
I thought you were on foot with him.
Mm-hmm. The money's in the compartment down there. Mm-hmm.
My, that is a large sack of cash. I'm impressed, Therrin. I could make a chair out of that. Maybe grossly uncomfortable, but I could.
Can we get some of the money? Pay for these potions?
Arden starts counting out 250 gold pieces.
I will give you 50 for mine. Lots of gold.
Really, Therrin?
Okay, I'll give you 100 so I can pay for Zaus's.
All right.
250 is removed from the large sack.
Don't you guys have money?
I already bought some potions.
Oh, you got 5 for yourself?
No.
He had money for 5, and then he came back
paid for
to get
5
more.
out of his pocket.
Okay, then I give you 100.
Okay.
Okay, I count 150 pieces out of the fat sack of cash.
I gave you guys each 1 potion that I bought, and I go buy some more for you.
Sam
How
gives
many potions do we need?
Bata 100 gold also for his own.
Okay, well, as Arden has had to count this money 3 times now, he is just counting the difference to fit the bill, whatever the final total may be.
Okay.
So, Therrin gave 100?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I also gave 100. So then the rest would be 50 gold.
This is worse than splitting a bill at fucking Applebee's, man. Jesus.
I was just buying potions for everyone. I didn't need to, like...
Yeah, I was like, why are you taking 250 from me? I'm like, what the fuck, man? Anywho.
Because I don't have it very much money. And
You don't?
No.
You know, most of us don't have a
Yeah,
big
Oh.
sack of cash there.
Yeah, fair.
I spent over
Therrin.
half my money to buy you 5 potions.
I was nearly broke by the time the game started.
I started off with 10 gold.
Oh.
Yeah. And meanwhile, you spent almost none of it, and you started with like...
Everybody's just got their
200.
head in the cart. Yeah,
I've
Therrin.
spent quite a few monies, thank you very much.
Well, okay, I guess I have enough money. Sam, let's help. I might need some help carrying all these potions.
Sam leaves with Bata.
You
And
do-
adjusts his bow tie.
Y'all can continue.
What a delightful crew you had.
Yeah, right.
Much better than your last one. Goodness.
Well, I know sometimes they want to, but they have not forsaken me.
How tempting is it
What?
forsaking her?
I have 0 temptation to...
Reginald.
I'm just checking for you.
I almost don't want to know.
I have 0 temptation to forsake her. We have a task, we have a goal, and we will accomplish it so that she can do the right thing to pay for her mistake and not die at the hands of her mother.
Oh, her mother wouldn't kill her.
Or worse.
You
That's
should have.
what it would happen.
You should have seen Abigail, although we did kick her butt.
I'm proud.
I had that under control.
Well, we kicked her butt, and Arden made her look really stupid.
Even better. Why are you planning on returning?
To Rogueport,
You have to have thought about that at this point.
when we figure out how these Dragon's Tears work and how we can return it to Rogueport without destroying it.
Correct. Have you figured out how you're going to get back?
Oh, right. I'm guessing
Okay,
you
has
know that the shipping lines are not really an option anymore.
Why not?
Oh, okay.
Because we don't take the heiress of the shipping company who is on the lam through the shipping company back to home base.
That's what you meant by okay.
That's what they'd be least
I
expecting.
just assumed you were going to make your own raft and go back.
Do I have that skill, Reginald?
She doesn't have that skill
That's unfortunate. Does anyone else have the skill?
to make a raft. We could purchase a raft, or we could sail, or potentially I could even, if I asked around enough, or could get away with it, talk to somebody from the order, and maybe even get a gate or a teleport
Are
set up.
you sure you'd want to talk to somebody from the order? You have to be pretty discerning at this point.
I would have to be pretty deserving, but I've already gone rogue. I'm off the charts as far as I know.
You've gone rogue from the order?
I was to return to Atlas nearly an entire season ago because Therrin stole the Dragon's Tear I was on a mission to research. She ruined my life's work, and I spent months sailing across the ocean, going up and down the coastline looking for her, till I eventually found her, and, well, had this
So-
merry little adventure getting this far.
This is an amusing story, but I think your vision of it is a little flawed. Therrin can be very frustrated. I can attest to this. He leans over and gives you the eyebrows like... Therrin just laughs. See, you made the choice to go rogue. You made the choice to spend that money chasing her down and not following orders. Even if you produce results, I doubt they're going to just let that slide.
I really don't care at this point.
You've confused me. Why are you here then? What are you getting out of this?
I wanted to complete my research initially, but at this point, I want to see the wrong that Therrin committed set right.
Are you a dead man walking?
I could very well be. I've received no overt threats that I'm aware of. Many passive-aggressive ones, and I'm pretty sure Abigail made it implicit that we were pretty much dead to the Perch Trading Company. But
Aaron slaps the 2,000 gold sack.
You accepted a bribe to sign off of the company, didn't you?
I took advantage of something I was going to do anyways, so I decided to get paid for something I was doing for free.
I see.
You of all people would appreciate that, Reg.
it was a very ill-advised act on her behalf because she is now dead to the company, and there would be literally no reason for them not to just send people out to kill you now.
He's right.
Don't think accepting the gold,
Signing the
like
contract was signing your life away, literally.
Well, it means that anyone who marries you no longer can inherit anything. So your value to your mother is non-existent.
It's fine. I don't want anything to do with it. Like I said, I would have done it for free.
I don't think you quite grasp the magnitude of, regardless of the bribe associated with it, but you did.
So, did either of those two outside, have they betrayed some giant, really scary group that could crush them like an ant? Are you all kind of in that sort of classification, that bracket? Or is it just you two?
I have nothing to fear.
You say that with the conviction, the amount of conviction that makes me scared for you.
I've handled myself thus far. It has been mentally and emotionally driving.
Maybe I'm misjudging. You were at least an instructor when you left on this, were you not?
I was a scribe. I existed to record and duplicate information from the historical archives for distribution to other libraries within Atlas, as well as for various research and instructional needs.
Therrin, if your butler decided they were going to go make a big business deal and took a huge sum of money and were gone for a year, how would your mother react? And the sum of money was your mother's.
She would liquidate them, which means they would be gone.
And if they came back with results, what would she do to them?
They still stole the money, right?
They still weren't following orders.
She would liquidate them.
If the order is half as vicious as Therrin's mother, I would be worried.
I have faith. They gave me a second chance when I didn't deserve it, and I am here now. They did not kill me when I went rogue. They could have found me. I've seen the Seer Cloister. I know that they have scrying pools, and if they wanted to find me, they would have found me, and they could have appeared right on top of me and just cut me down like the insignificant little worm they think I am.
That's a lot of resources to dedicate to squashing somebody like you.
Exactly. And that little bit of insignificance and underestimation I've received my entire time in the Order has served me well. I hate it, and I resent them for it, but if it's what's keeping me alive, then it's going to keep me through this project, and we're going to do what we came here to do.
Therrin's mother didn't tell them you had a tear.
But I don't have a tear.
She does. You're traveling with her. Think about it.
What?
What would the Order do for a tear? A whole intact tear.
I have no idea. That most of that information appears to be missing from the archives. I've spent most of my days in the archives. I've seen nearly every document in there in the last several years.
Reginald's gonna lean his head over, look toward Arden, have his hand down, have it going forward, and that means
And that means what?
they probably want one. If they're not gonna let everyone look at that information.
I assume that they had some sort of knowledge of it. The spires on Atlas are very well guarded by actual people and not monstrous creations and such.
Have you ever been to one?
I was at Rogueport's. It was very uninteresting as its crown jewel was absconded with.
Therrin grins.
But no, I haven't. I grew up in the vague proximity of a destroyed spire, which I saw in the mountains every morning on the horizon, but no, I have not been to a spire before. I don't know what to expect other than what I've gotten from field reports that I've duplicated, which suggests that there are security defenses, monsters tainted by the energies of the spire, constructs, traps, pitfalls, a number of things. I know not specifics, but I have an understanding.
Well, it's more than I knew about them. So you're gonna try and go to the spire in the middle of the swamp?
It's the nearest active spire that we know of.
I wish you the best of luck.
And truthfully, if it comes to it, we are prepared to take measures to prevent. If the Order does come for us, I still have a plan.
Oh, good. I won't bother to hear it, because if I do and they capture me, then that'll be bad for you.
I don't talk about my plans. I don't even tell Therrin or Bata or Sam about them, because it is unfortunately a liability because of the thing that is hunting us.
I'll leave you to that. I feel like I need to be going there. It was nice seeing you.
Yeah, I guess thanks for the heads up that they're still after us. Are you going to need any help with where you're going? We've got somebody right here that knows about it.
I don't want to borrow his credibility. I want to create my own by going over the mountains. He's going to tip his hat to you. I will hopefully see you in the near future when and if you decide to run off to the lands behind the mountains.
Yeah, I may have to, because Mother's still around.
Well, we'll do our best to make sure that she doesn't get her hands on you.
Well, thank you. Reginald, I think I'm in good hands, so...
That's good. it might be best to keep some poison on your person just in case she finds you.
Some what?
Poison.
He wants you to kill yourself if they ever capture you.
Huh. Well, I know more. I know my mother better than you. I know what she's capable of.
Toodles. He's gonna just jump off the back and go on his way.
Is that a not even death will stop her?
About now you probably come back.
Yeah.
You
We see him just flick himself out of the back of the
Yep.
wagon and just
With
go
hopefully extraordinary grace.
extraordinary grace and jumping over walls and shit.
Very.
32.
It's Therrin watching out the back like, God damn, I love that man.
Tumble.
Yes.
13.
Okay, so it gets out like from Cirque du Soleil.
Oh, I see where she gets it from now.
Yeah.
Well, here's your potions.
Sam walks up. It's like, I was so worried we'd have two of you for a while.
Nothing wrong with two of me.
If you
Or
say
just
so.
gives you the look.
Everyone gives Therrin the look.
I think half of you is too much.
Are you going to be okay, Therrin?
Yeah, you guys have no idea, like, of all the people that my mother could use, and the fact that she even just kind of got to him that's crazy. That's more than I expected. I mean, I'm glad he's gonna not do anything for her, although...
Well, she's the richest woman in the cross. And, well, she is cross.
Everyone gives Arden the look.
That being said, we should probably leave this town as soon as possible.
That is the plan. Do we need anything else before we leave?
No, we got the potions.
Did you drink one yet?
Not yet. I was busy.
Sam pops the lid off his and just downs the whole thing.
Well, what's the...
Bata gives
Is this like, does this take days, or is it hours, or what?
We never asked the shopkeep.
As you already drank it?
You feel immediately very fuzzy.
Oh, fuzzy.
Well, we're covered in fur, so, like... could we get a little more depth to that sensation?
Yes, we can. You feel as though something has started sprouting from your flesh, like little puff balls, like forcing themselves out of your pores.
And just
Yes.
what
There
do
is
you call
nothing
that?
there for anyone to see, but it feels like it's happening.
So I can still do the whole like
Yeah.
brushing off.
Kind of like
That's
weird goosebumps.
Like weird goosebumps that open up and put something outside your body.
So they didn't give you the details on like how long these last?
No.
Let's just flash back to the store.
Should we get a detail?
Probably should.
Okay, that's-
Welcome to my store!
Yes, hello, ma'am. I'm back.
I am a man, and you are back.
Yeah, yes. I think we need some more.
That's what they all say.
we just need 5 more antifungal potions, please, sir.
Antifungal. Oh yeah, I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
All right, we'll take them.
How many did I get the first time?
6, 10.
Just 5.
Bata looks at his satchel. How many are in there?
10.
All right, give him his gold. Let's go.
Okay.
Slide the gold onto the counter slowly.
Money. I like that stuff.
Let's get out of here.
So how often should we drink these?
At least twice a day. They taste wonderful.
Sam shakes his head.
Are these the right potions? Okay, twice a day. All right, you got it. Thanks.
You're gonna feel weird.
Well, thank you.
Oh, do you want to buy the other stuff I just got in? Great.
What's the other stuff?
It's this really great paint.
No,
For the
thank you.
festival.
Goodbye.
No, you don't look like you live here.
We don't live here. You're right.
Then you should have some of this. It's
We-
great.
We aren't staying for the festival.
You're lame.
Yeah.
It looks like a great festival. We're just.
Sam tugs on Bata's paw. Let's go.
Oh yeah. Okay. Bye. Thank you. Well, we're back. You two should drink this right away.
Should I do a knowledge check on that?
And what?
On that procedure?
What procedure? Drinking the potion?
2 times a day.
Yeah, go for it. Part of knowledge.
Not good.
Well,
Times a day it is.
might be right. This is an awful lot of really gross tasting stuff to be drinking twice a day, but
Yeah, so Sam's to say, like, normally how it went when I was here a few times, it cleanses your body of the stuff, so you only use it when you've already been exposed a lot. So,
Right, if I feel a scratching in the back of my mind like something's creeping in, it's either the umbra or the mold in the air.
yeah, let's go with that.
So we just use it if it becomes a problem?
yeah.
Alright. Sounds
Out of
good.
character knowledge, Eva's the one who kind of said all
I'm
that
saying,
stuff.
yeah.
Up. Yeah, so it's up to him.
Oh no, he's giving you knowledge of a 6. He's like, maybe.
We'll see if we turn into
That's
one
why I
those
said
people
out
or-
of character knowledge.
Would this be a knowledge nature, or what's the associated knowledge skill with this?
It would be knowledge.
What do I have for nature? 7?
Or a heal check. Or both.
Which one of us is that? Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, natural 1. Never mind. Total of 8. So, yeah, that sounds about right.
All right, we're confident in this. Let's go.
All right, let's go.
Okay. I mean, everyone's drinking one.
I drank one.
I think I'm just waiting, like we said, to wait until something goes wrong.
I'm just drinking one just in case.
We only have like 2 each, right?
Zaz smells one. Says no.
Well,
It's fine for now, Zaz, but at some point you will have to take your medicine.
What's medicine?
So if you hear voices or feel like there's something messing with your head, you let us know right away and you drink one of those. Okay?
Okay.
It's not going to taste very good, but it'll allow you to keep being sauce.
And Zoss is pretty cool.
Therrin, do you want to drive?
Bean sauce?
It is. You're pretty cool, Zoss. We want you to be Zoss. Zossum.
I slapped there.
Is your rod visible?
man. I guess when Bata's over there,
Oh.
Robes don't have much.
Gotta smack him
Staying
with
that
the
new
stick.
outfit, I guess.
Oh,